Hey, hey, hey. Hello, everyone. It's Stephanie. All right. I can't believe we are on weekly vlog number 8. I feel like the time is going fast but slow all at the same time. If you are new here, this is my channel on YouTube, Stephanie Squared. If you're tuning in via Instagram, this is my art Instagram at Created Brown. I am on a personal journey of navigating and creating a sustainable creative career for myself. And we are at 72 days left and counting until I reach my goals, my own like personal financial goals in my art career, elevating myself to the next level. This week has been a whirlwind. I think I came home yesterday from a public art event in Midtown and just crashed as soon as I could, showered, crashed, woke up literally to feed the baby and eat and then went back to sleep. And I still feel kind of tired today, but I think my body's just recovering from a really long week. I had my friend Justin in town from New York City, and we and literally in January, I was just like, yeah, we definitely should collaborate. And then an opportunity arose like literally a month and a half later. And it finally happened. So, for those of you who don't know, feel free to check out the footage on Instagram. We'll also have a formal video made because we worked with Brave House Videography to do some behind the scenes shooting. But we did a collaboration event. So Justin has some work I talked about in my last update called NYC Garbage. This is the website if anybody wants to check it out. And he creates these really beautiful cubes and he curates them out of trash off of the streets of New York. And he's always joked about kind of going on a world tour and what this would look like in other cities. And then opportunity arose to bring it to Atlanta. So really excited that Atlanta got to kick off this official, unofficial world tour of New York City Garbage. And it was a hit. Like I didn't think it was going to go bad. I thought that people would be into it. Obviously, my proposal was approved and we were selected to do this art activation alongside Emory Arts and Emory Arts and Social Justice program. So, people were interested and into it, and I knew that it was going to be really great. And I had the honor of really serving as experience designer in this. So it's been a time getting to know Justin's art practice and process with this work in particular in more detail. And it was my job to design a public community based activation around his existing process. And that was really fun. It was really nice too. It's something that I do in my own practice. And it's really cool, I think, to be able to take somebody else's art and the way that they think and then translate it into an interactive public engagement for the community that also just had a lot of really beautiful messages underneath around like recycling and upcycling. There's a little bit of satire because, we're celebrating Earth Day, but then we're also utilizing these plastic cubes. It's a great conversation around just like the necessary evils of plastic and, single use plastics. And people were really into it. I loved how thoughtful people were of all ages going through the bins of trash, picking out different items that resonated with them. They were really stoked. We had these really cool shirts that said garbage collector on the front, and then on the back, it was kind of like a um, like concert listing of cities that the world tour will be in. And people were even inquiring to like buy that, buy the shirt. So I was like, all right, Justin, you got to put these shirts up for sale. But it was great. I got to help Justin collect trash for a couple days this week. We worked really late Friday night preparing for the event. I did some like behind the scenes, like a hyperlapse of us working, stamping bags. Justin was sorting trash. Um, Thursday, I had like a pat on the back kind of day because I was solo parenting that day, but I had to pick up a lot of things and run some errands in preparation for this week. And baby boy was a trooper. We got up bright and early. I mean, I was up from like 6 a.m. to pump, and then he got up around 7 something. We had breakfast, got out the house by like 9:30. We were on it, picked up things at the tool bank, picked up things at the print shop, went all the way to Dunwoody. Like, I literally went to 3 parts of town. I had to go south, had to go to the west side, had to go north, and all back home by lunchtime to have lunch and get him down for a nap. I was just like, that was a really great example of a super powerful day. Solo parenting and getting what I needed to get done art wise. Yeah, I was really proud of us. We were a great team. So I'm grateful. Mothering and parenting and navigating this art career is no cakewalk, but it's also really rewarding as we kind of start to get into a groove and we get better. It just gets better over time. It's not perfect, but we continue to get better. I mean, there was a point in time where he hated being in his car seat, and now, I can be hours on end going back and forth in and out of stores and stuff with him and just getting things done. So I'm grateful for how it's been rolling. What's next? This kind of art activation was the biggest thing for me for April. So now that that is done and taxes are done, I was able to do that too. So now that all of that is done, I'm really kind of going to get back into the hustle and bustle of all the other things on my master to-do list. A new podcast episode drops this Tuesday, so be sure to tune in for that. You'll see lots of posts from me coming out this week regarding that new episode. So all things are going well on the podcast front. Still open and seeking sponsors for podcasts if anybody's interested. And I'm also winding down on my 12-week year that I've been doing with the book, The 12-Week Year. For those who are not familiar, you should check it out. But I'm almost through my 12-week year, and there's so much more for me to do. I have like 3 platforms that I'm exploring in terms of selling art. I'm going to try out Saatchi Art. I already have a profile on, but I need to do some updates on it. I'm going to try Cohart. I just joined. I just need to finish my profile on that. Meta Label, I joined a while ago, but haven't done anything on yet. So going to work on that. And then Art Placer, I just signed up to utilize to help people visualize what my art would look like in their homes, and start to make some samples of that. So this is really the first time I'm going to go really hard on trying to solo sell my work outside of like gallery spaces. So I'm really testing out several different environments to see what's going to work, and what I did get word recently that a piece just sold out of my studio from one of my shows that I had earlier this year. So yay, very excited about that. That money won't come until May though. So I'm still trying to catch up on April to reach my goal. I'm trying to make at least $1,000 a month with my art practice to start. If my payment for yesterday's art activation goes through by the end of the month, then I'll be able to check that box, and we'll have made my goal for April, and then we can look forward to May. So yeah, that's what we've got going on. I'm still very tired and I'm excited to have another art activation and project under my belt. And I look forward to seeing what's next. You'll have to tune in next week to get the next update. And, you can always find me on Substack. If you have any questions for me, if I can be of service, I am open and available for contract work and collaborations. Thank you all for tuning in to my weekly update. Later.